All right. So, first off, let me see if it's all working. Looks like it's working, but sometimes I have problems here. Testing, testing. One, two, three. Yeah, it looks like it's working there. Oh, there we go. Sometimes I have problems here. Excellent. All right, I have a little note card full of notes from my experiences watching people and the news and so on, aka life. Now, the first thing is about how the SJW have been defeated. I want to talk about that. Um, it seems almost as if some people think that Trump being elected proves that the SJW has failed and should change their ways. Well, it could be true, but I will tell you that the SJWs are not about to change their ways. And if that was your goal, you went about it all wrong electing Trump. Trump provides a backdrop against which, for at least 4 years, the SJWs will have a place to play handball. Um, I mean, Trump says that he's going to select justices for the Supreme Court that will overturn the right to have an abortion. So, yeah, I think the fight is on. I don't think you're going to see them gone. I think all you anti feminists might be surprised that this will only enrage and empower those leaning towards feminism. And indeed, all social justice. I mean, I myself feel like, well, geez, I should run for office. I should get involved, re involved. I should be more active. And I think a lot of people are going to feel that way. Another issue is in an election, people are weird about winning and losing in games, and scores. So people are sort of habituated to the idea that if they win the score, like win an election, and their candidates, they won. But really, in a democracy, you only win later, right? I said this before, but I only lose later if there's Muslim internment camps. Right, I haven't lost yet. I don't. If Trump turns out to be a great president, like all you say, I still win, and the fact that I voted wrong doesn't make me a loser. It's like, well, lucky we're in a democracy, and smart people chose this great guy. So I haven't lost until later, but I'll probably lose later. Um, so political involvement, I wrote down. I think that this is a message to all liberals about their political involvement. If they have some, maybe they were need to be reevaluated, and if they didn't have any, they need to get involved. Right? The protests. Well, we know probably it's pretty sure that a lot of Trump supporters planned, you know, shitty stuff if he lost. So these protests are probably going to be pretty peaceful by comparison. But Sargon is already trying to mine the wound of salt, um, and you know ridicule people for saying, "Oh, woe unto me, the world is over." Which I find ironic because, from my point of view, Sargon has been saying, "Oh, the world, oh my God, women are taking over, and cucks, and these people, it's all taken over. Oh, the sand, and men are oppressed." Oh. And then he complains that Trump opponents think that this is the worst thing ever. Well, it is pretty bad for us, right? Because a guy that talks a lot of sexist, racist bullshit with a lot of people that have worked for that during their lives behind him, um, that's that's frightening. Here's something. Um, Now, that's not to say that I'm like a Republican, though they deserve, back what they give. I do not like to demonize the president-elect. Um, I'm not going to work just to have them defeated. I would rather watch Donald Trump be a success and retire as a uh, praised and lauded hero of the people than for him to fuck up and make things so bad that nobody, that his popularity is lower than George Bush. Now, I have my predictions about which will happen, but but at this point, I want him to succeed. I want to work with him and stop the TPP. I want the overlaps to be real and stuff like that. So um, it's just that I find that all very unlikely uh, to happen. I noticed that on Bill Maher, he printed up some "We're Still Here" hats, which was funny to me because I've been saying that. I said even if Trump wins, we're still here. I'm still opposed to the wall, right? Yeah, elections have consequences. Maybe we'll build the big stupid wall, but I don't have to support it. That's not one of the consequences. One of the consequences of election is not me having to change my mind. Um, so we'll see how that all goes. I mean, I was saying it honestly, thinking Hillary would win, and acknowledging that you guys, the Trump supporters, would all still be here, and we should deal with it. Um, I had said in one of my videos recently that uh, white men are oppressed. Because if your situation is shitty, you don't want to be told to check your privilege and it's great, right? You don't want to be forced to pay for something good like health care when your jobs have all been taken away. Um, and I acknowledge that. However, you guys won. Now you've got Trump. He's going to make America great again or not. You guess which it'll be. And it's a funny idea, really. But I'm willing to keep my eyes open. I mean, maybe it's going to become great. It could happen. So you guys won, and now it's for you to realize we're here. And if you're like, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to just rule as if you didn't exist. Um, okay. But the fact that we do exist is going to lead to certain ramifications. And if you think you've been annoyed so far, um, we're not going away. You're not going to stop getting annoyed.